welcome to the Future City Capital Region Essay Model and Presentation Tutorial. My name is Addison Lyons and I am your Regional Coordinator. Let's get started. Today we're going to go through some quick reminders, including competition day details, mentor registration details, the Future City dashboard, and Discover e-resources. We will also go through the city essay model, presentation, and Q&A requirements, and we'll go through some important deliverable due dates. For some quick reminders, competition day is Saturday, January 13th, 2024 at the Armory SH Colleges. More details will be provided about competition day on our live competition day tutorial on Monday, January 8th, 2024. Mentors must register as they will be sent an email for instructions on completing a very simple background screening process conducted by IntelliCorp. Results will take 24 to 48 hours once submitted, and the background check is a little less than $25. But upon successful completion, mentors will receive a $25 Visa gift card from the Future City Albany Committee. The background check is good for 3 years, so if you did this last year, you are already set for the current year. As a reminder, mentors will not be officially recognized by nationals unless they have registered and passed the background screening, so please get that done. Dashboard is where all national resources will be posted. The essay and project plan submissions will be made and scores will be posted. And on National's website, you can find all sorts of resources, including city essay samples, the city model photos, and presentation and Q&A tips and tricks. This brings us to our city essay requirements. The scoring breakdown is as follows. 24 points are devoted to the city introduction and problem definition. 20 points are devoted to the year's theme, Electrify Your Future. And 6 points are for writing skills, bringing us to a total of 50 points for the city essay. City essays are due Friday, December 1st. There is a 5-point penalty if submitted December 2nd to the 8th, a 10-point penalty if submitted the 9th to the 15th, and a full credit penalty if submitted on the 16th or later. City essays must be 1,500 words or less, and the city itself should be set at least 100 years in the future. There's a maximum of 4 graphics that can be utilized and a minimum of 3 cited sources, MLA style preferred. Wikipedia, unfortunately, is not an accepted source. We prefer you to submit your document as a Word document on Dashboard. Of course, there are resources available on Dashboard, city essay examples included, and the handbook includes research questions, case studies, a suggested outline, and the rubric. With that, I'll move on to the city model. There are 30 points for the city design, 20 points for construction of the city, and 15 points for a general judge assessment of the model. The total city model points are 65. And this will be presented on competition day, Saturday, January 13th. There is a restriction to the model size. It cannot be wider than 25 inches, longer than 50 inches, and taller than 20 inches. You may use up to 4 different model scales, but they all must be easily determined by sight. And of course, your model must include at least 1 moving part. All materials for the entire project must not exceed $100, and everything should be included on the expense form. The cost of the flat, empty base of the model is exempt from this, and of course, we suggest you use recycled materials. You must include a city model identification card with your school and organization name, your 3 presenting students, and your model scales. And of course, there are plenty of resources available on Dashboard, including some examples. And the handbook also includes your city model identification card specifics, general model rules, and your rubric. There are also moving part mechanisms listed. And we have some examples here for you. With that, I'll move on to the city presentation and Q&A. There are 48 points to content and delivery and 24 points to engineering and technology, bringing us to a total of 72 points for the city presentation and Q&A. This will all be given on competition day, Saturday, January 13th. 3 students will present and answer the Q&A. The presentation can be up to 7 minutes, and teams will have 8 minutes to answer questions. Time speaking, of course, should be evenly split between the 3 students. There are many visual aid requirements that are listed in the handbook, and we highly suggest you read up on those. Audiovisual equipment is not permitted, and the total value of all presentation and model materials, don't forget, may not exceed $100. And here are some helpful city presentation tips. The presentation should tell the judges why your city is amazing. Don't forget to talk about infrastructure. How do people get around your city? How does your city address this year's engineering topic at Electrify Your City? What types of engineers are involved in your city? And what sets your city above all the others? Of course, practice, practice, practice the questions included in the handbook. There are a few national final presentations available on YouTube. We highly recommend you check those out. And of course, there are plenty of resources online and tips, questions, and the rubric in the handbook. Please stay tuned for additional tutorials. We hope to see you on the live preparing for competition day tutorial on Monday, January 8th, 2024. And additional details about that will be forthcoming. Thank you so very much. We would not have a program without our participants and sponsors like you. And of course, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye-bye.